Hey, how you doing? I'm Graham DeLames. You know, I don't get to do as much flying as I'd like to these days. But hey, don't get me wrong, that's not me complaining either. It's just that sometimes it feels like a real job trying to find time to do all the things I love to do. Because that's a pretty big list. Let me see, where do I begin? I grew up in upstate New York, in the heart of the Adirondack Mountains. It's a gorgeous place. If you've never been there, you should go sometime. I did whitewater rafting on the upper Hudson River. I sailed and water skied on beautiful Lake George. I've climbed and backpacked throughout the Adirondacks, and I was a competitive downhill skier. And I also raced ice boats that were designed and built by my dad. It was a real paradise back there. And at one point, I moved off to Europe, where I lived and worked for 3 years. So I speak French, German, a little Swiss German, Schweizerdeutsch, and I think I do a pretty good job of slaughtering Italian too. So anyway, when I moved to LA, I knew that the Sierra Mountains were just a short drive away. So I started exploring them every chance I got. And I quickly fell in love with these mountains. Actually, I think I became a little obsessed. I've climbed many of the peaks along the range, including the classic East Face climb of Mount Whitney. And speaking of peaks, I just returned from an amazing trip to some pretty remote areas of the Yucatan, where I was lucky enough to stand atop at one point the tallest Mayan pyramid in all of Mexico. It's at a site called Calakmul, which is located deep in the jungle in an area that has the highest concentration of jaguars in North America. Didn't see any, which is probably a good thing. And something else about the Yucatan that's really, really special to me. Maybe I should just show it to you. Come on, let's go. I love to cook good food, but I also love to eat good food. And my favorite meal in all of Los Angeles is a traditional dish of the Yucatan called cochinita pibil, prepared right here in the kitchen of Chichen Itza restaurant, which is owned by my good friend, Gilberto Cetina. Gilberto, good to see you. I see you're hard at work. What are we doing now?
Well, we have the main ingredient here for our cochinita pibil. It's a 44-pound pig. First thing we have to do is we have to skin him. Then we're going to marinate him with achiote and sour orange juice. We're going to let him sit for at least 24 hours. Then we're going to wrap him in banana leaves and put him in the oven. 12 hours, slow and low. He goes in Saturday night and comes out Sunday morning.
Whoa. Well, I know where I'm going to be on Sunday. I will see you for breakfast on Sunday.
All right.
Good deal. Now, I have had cochinita pibil in many different places, including Merida, where Gilberto's from. But in my humble gringo opinion, this is hands down the best. Oh, Gilberto, you do it like nobody else. Now, as much as I enjoy mixing it up with people from different cultures, there's another thing that I really enjoy doing, and that's working with animals. I've worked cattle, I've even trained dogs, but there's really nothing I can think of that compares to the joy I feel when I'm out here in my backyard, working with my girls. All 60,000 of them. And in exchange for me giving them a nice place to set up shop and call home sweet home, they give me some of the best honey you have ever tasted. Isn't that right, girls? Thank you, ladies. So, from soaring with the birds to diving with the whales to chowing down on some of the best street food south of the border. Any border. If it's fun, I'm there. And if I'm there, it's fun.